My bad, Claude. Alright, what it do? Let me get some people some time to come in here. What it do, Carlos? I don't know what's going on, man. It's look like we getting suppressed. Like right now, it says live, y'all in here, but over here it's showing me it's only myself in here. Like I don't know what's going on. But we finna get into it, man. I don't know what's going on. Double tap the screen, shut the live out, man. We finna get into it though, chat. Where is it at? Let's see. It says Trump touts economic wins ahead of 2026. I guess we can see what Trump's touting as wins. Pretty sure we'll hear about the 8 wars, 9 wars, whatever the hell else he's talking. Hold on, chat. Y'all double tap the screen. Shut the live out, man. As soon as you come in here, double tap that screen for me. We finna get into it.
The American economy is booming. New numbers show gross domestic product expanded at a strong pace in the third quarter. President Trump praising tariffs for the record numbers. This is the Faulkner Focus. I'm Mike Emanuel in for Harris. The U.S. economy is gaining plenty of momentum. New consumer data reveals a surge in spending from this past July to September. GDP hit an annual rate of 4.3% in the third quarter.
What's up, Lala?
The highest in 2 years. President Trump can add to his collection of economic wins, which also includes less inflation, higher wages, low gas prices, and more. Here's National Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett with a preview of next year's...
K said, what it do?
Everywhere you look, it's like, oh, it's a completely surprising north of 4% number. But the point is that President Trump's policies are working, and they're very visibly working now because we've seen the data. But the question for Americans is like, how do you think about what's going on next? What about next year? And the bottom line is we've got everything lined up to have a great year, a golden age for America.
Optimism is clearly in the air at the White House. Here's President Trump touting his recent string of economic wins.
Chat, why doesn't it feel like the tariffs are working? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be honest. They can show us the numbers and pull out the damn charts and shit. Why does it not feel like the tariffs are working? I'm just going to keep it all the way real with you. It doesn't feel like the shit's working, man. I go anywhere, I get a damn meal, man. The shit's like $15, man. One person eat $20, man. I go anywhere to buy anything and everything is so damn high. Except gas. Now, I'm not gonna lie, gas is not high right now. Eggs are not high right now. That fake ass bread that you can ball up like this and it'll just start unsqueezing. You know the bread, you used to be able to ball the bread up like this, Chad, but now when you ball it up, the shit'll just pop back out. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, it got a little spring to it now. Like, nah, man, like that shit's cheap, but everything else is high as fuck. I'm just gonna be all the way. The national average of car notes right now is like $800, man. Like, everything's high as hell. Insurance is, everything is high except, you know, I guess, little bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Little bullshit. Everything else is high as fuck, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It just feels high. If whether it's high or not, it feels high. I don't feel the tariffs working. I'm just going to be all the way honest. I'm not debating whether they're working or not. I just don't feel the shit, man. I don't feel it.
Look, we have $18 trillion coming into our country. We have, I believe, we're going to have the most successful economy in history. Now we have the greatest country in the world. I'm telling you, hottest. We're the hottest.
There are those that say we were a country that was really not going to make it. And they were saying we were not going to make it. Now we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. They're all saying it.
Let's bring in Fox News contributor Joe Concha. Joe, good morning.
Good morning, the original Jersey Mike. Merry Christmas Eve. How are you?
Jersey Joe, Merry Christmas to you. You have said that Democrats will have a big problem if President Trump delivers on the economy. Would you explain that?
Sure. I mean, when you think about just back in April, Mike, early April, when we were hearing forecasts from Democrats, from some in the media as well, many in the media, saying that we were headed towards a recession, and that the tariff war would ultimately have a profound negative impact on GDP. And now you just showed what's happening now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if they're gonna give us this shit, we need the numbers. Like, where is this GDP coming? Is it because it's holidays and more spending going on? Where is the money coming from? You said they can say what they want, but go buy anything anywhere and it costs more than it cost last time. 18 trillion, where is it at? Who's getting it? Exactly. Like, one thing that I can say is, like, they have dynamic pricing now. Have y'all seen that shit where the stores are doing dynamic pricing, where you go in there and depending on at what time or who you are and you look at this price, they'll give you a price. When you get on the apps and order your groceries and shit like that, you're getting dynamic pricing. Your price is specifically priced to you. That's what the hell is going on, man. It's like fucking scalping. Let's call it what it is. It's scalping. It's price gouging. It's picking and choosing. I don't know. They need to get a hold of this shit. I don't feel it either. What was your name? Paula. I don't feel it either, man. I just went in the gas station the other day, Chad, and they were selling Little Debbie's, bro. Honey buns and shit. Oatmeal pies and shit. 2 for $4. What? Oatmeal pies, 2 for $4. Correct. I remember when Debbie's was 50 cents, bro. Debbie's was always been 50 cents. They want $4 for 2 honey buns. Crazy, bro.
3% growth last quarter. That dwarfs what we saw during the Biden administration in his final 2 years, 2023, 2024, as you can see from that chart. And you're seeing more and more economists now show, you used the word before, optimism for 2026, since the Trump tax cuts are going to be felt by so many Americans. That's because that was in the big, beautiful bill, and that kicks in 2026. We're also going to see no taxes on tips for the first time in 2026. Drill, baby, drill has resulted in gas prices being at a 5-year low. Mike, in fact, in some states like Colorado, Texas, Tennessee, the average cost for a gallon of gas is well below $2 today. So the top line takeaway here is that those who predicted that the tariffs would throw the economy into a...
Where the fuck is gas $2 at? I mean, well below. Now, $2 gas, hovering around $2 gas, all right. Got some gas for $2.09, got some for $2.40, a little bit $2.20 and shit. Where the fuck is the gas well below $2? When I think of well below $2, I think $1.95 or cheaper. Where the fuck is that at? If you don't got a damn Circle K phone number, man, or a Walmart card, or a damn Shell gas station where you're getting some cash rolled back, man, you're not getting gas well under $2. Stop the fucking cap, bro. Stop the fucking cap, man. This shit has to be somewhere where there isn't no damn vehicles, man. There just isn't any vehicles over there, so they got gas for $1.95, man.
And result in negative growth and higher costs and everything, including gasoline. They were patently wrong. And if this economy continues to grow the way it is, I want to know what Democrats are going to run on in November of 2026 when they oppose this economic message, and now it appears to be working.
All right, you're off to a fast start. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, I want to play a clip from him on how Americans are feeling about our economy, and I'll get you to react.
What we are not going to do is which is what the Biden administration did, and many commentators, whether...
All right, y'all asked her what is commander-in-chief. By definition, it says a commander-in-chief or supreme commander is a person who exercises supreme command and control over an armed force. Or, hold on, it's still low. An armed force or a military branch. As a technical term, it refers to military competencies that reside in a country's executive leadership. So yeah, commander-in-chief is the person who exercises supreme command and control over an armed force or military branch. That's the wiki definition.
Greg up in the Wall Street Journal, the toxic Paul Krugman, who seems to have been booted from the New York Times and is relegated to Substack, or the former vice chair of the Fed, Alan Blinder, and they said, "Oh no, you don't understand how good you have it. Eat your drink your grog, have your bread, peasants."
So perhaps the Trump team's taken a lesson learned from the Biden team and saying nothing to see here, which is what the Biden team did.
Well, that's the whole thing, right?
All right, how are y'all feeling about this economy, man? Hot or not, man? I know Top Cat, I know Top Cat. But for purposes of what Trump said, hot or not, man? Hot or not for the economy right now, man? Y'all let me know. Hot or not in the comments. Double tap the screen, shut a live out. We are 25 subscribers away from the next sub goal. I haven't been asking for subscriptions. It's Christmas. All I ask for y'all for Christmas is to like the video, subscribe to the video, and if you're around your family and they don't mind a little bit of cussing and fun shit, show them my page. If you around your family and they're not wound the fuck up yet, they're not all uptight and shit, and they want to have a little fun and hang out and shit, show them this channel. That would be a great Christmas present to me and the Plug Nation community, man. Double tap the screen, share the live out, subscribe to the channel, show it to a family member, unless they uptight. If they walk around with a stick up their ass all day, do not show them this shit, because they're not gonna like it.
When we hear about Democrats, Mike, talk about how they can bring affordability back to the American people, it has to be objectively said that during the 4 years of the Biden administration, first they told us that inflation was transitory, then they said it was the Putin price hike, you may remember.
No. Yeah, they said inflation was transitory, but y'all remember when Biden was in office, where the Dems at? All you Democrats come to the damn front. Every single Carlos, everybody, man. All you Democrat Applejacks, man, bring your ass to the front, because this is something I haven't talked to y'all about. Why the fuck, when Biden was in office, they changed the definition of inflation? They changed the whole definition, man. Inflation was what? Back-to-back quarters of negative growth, man. They changed the shit. Just like, you know what? It's been negative to back-to-back quarters of negative growth. Well, fuck it. We'll just throw that out of the window. Forget it. Forget about it. Forget about it. Nobody will ever know. Who looks at definitions anyway, man? Crazy, bruh. Crazy.
That from Jen Psaki, and then just blamed everything, including the American people not understanding how good they have it, until they finally acknowledged that they had a problem. So Republicans, when they run in 2026 in terms of these House races, should remind voters that, well, these were the same people that voted, all of them, for the Inflation Reduction Act under Joe Biden, which did nothing to lower inflation. They tried to spend their way out of a problem and throw money at it, and that obviously resulted in the mess that Donald Trump has inherited, but now appears to be fixing. So, yeah, that's the whole ballgame right now. Republicans have to go on the offensive, and we're already seeing it in the past 2 weeks with President Trump doing rallies and his economic team, like Scott Bessent, who you could call the MVP of this administration right now, going on the...
Oh, Paula. Don't do that, Paula. It's Christmas, Paula. I like you, Paula. You said stop. The Biden admin had 22 months of straight job growth. No, the hell they didn't. The Biden administration was overshooting jobs by 300,000, coming back and adjusting the damn number. I watched Jerome Powell get up there month after month at this damn FOMC. I watched all of that shit every time. It's booming. We created 200,000 jobs. They're not telling you that those jobs are delivery jobs or app jobs or delivering the damn newspaper in the morning, man. They're just touting them as damn jobs. This is second and third jobs, and then they will come back and say those weren't even right. Give me a break. Biden economy, the job growth was ghost jobs. That shit was not real. That shit was fake. They lied.
And calling out the people who were wrong, including Paul Krugman, who said there'd be a global recession when Donald Trump was elected back in 2017. Obviously, that did not happen.
Hold on. I'll turn it down just a little bit. Rhino says, please chill with the mic sound loudness, please. No, this is what I do, man. Listen, this is called the development. Y'all are seeing me in the damn new little studio and shit, man. I got a desk now. You see the desk go way over here and shit. A big desk. I got a monitor coming on Sunday and shit. I got a Shure microphone. Matter of fact, let me show y'all where the hell is the microphone at, man. I got a new mic, man. A good ass mic. Hold on, chat. I don't know where the hell it's at right now, but I got a good mic, man. It's a damn Shure mic, man. About $500 on that mic. Grinder for Rio gave me that mic. Shout out to my partner, Grinder for Rio. He Twitch famous. He sent me a microphone. We just got to get it hooked up and shit because y'all like to try to hack me and y'all like to try to do all kind of weird shit in my email, right? So I got this browser, and this browser is supposed to be really safe and secure and shit. But in order for me to use that microphone I got in there, I gotta switch my browser. And right now, I'm not inclined or just ready to switch my browser, so I'm talking through the computer speaker. I'm just gonna be honest. This shit is nitty gritty wrong. Straight out.
So many predictions that Paul Krugman has made over the years. Conventional wisdom here in Washington is that Republicans will lose the House, but if the economy is doing well, conventional wisdom goes out the window, Joe?
Well, that's the whole thing, right? It's hard to win midterm elections when you're the party in power. It very rarely happens. And in this case, Republicans have exactly something like a 1-vote margin in the House, with Thomas Massie basically being a part of the squad and voting no on every Republican issue. So, yeah, is the chances that Democrats will take back the House good? Yes, but it used to look like it was a slam dunk just a couple of months ago when the tariffs were first kicking in. Now you could call it a 50-50 shot, because if the economy is good and we have peace and prosperity, especially with all these foreign wars ending and Donald Trump looking strong in terms of taking out Iran's nuclear capabilities, it's going to be hard to find a way to vote against what this administration and Republicans have been doing.
That man came on here and said, do you have a criminal record? Why? I didn't inquire about any damn employment from you, so why the hell do you want to know if I have a criminal record, man? My record is sealed, man. We all right over here, man. But no, I did not inquire about any damn employment from you, immigration ICE agent. So why do you need to know if I have a criminal record? Are you just nosy? Are you just nosy? The fuck?
If things are going well. So Republicans have now given themselves a puncher's chance as a result of the economy doing well. But the next 10 months, that's what's going to decide it. If the economy goes in the right direction, they could.
It's actually a no wizard reform. If you know about record sealing, that means I don't got a criminal record no more. Just like Trump selling all these damn pardons and shit, man. Same situation applies now. The same situation applies. That's why I'm not mad at Trump for giving pardons and shit. I didn't get a pardon, but I went through a program and got my record sealed. So no, don't have a criminal record, actually. Might come inquire about your damn job.
To hold the House, hold the Senate. If it doesn't, then you're looking at a clean sweep and Democrats having Donald Trump in impeachment hearings in perpetuity under House Speaker Jeffries.
Then there's former Vice President Kamala Harris turning up on yet another podcast, this time suggesting that people who criticize her distinctive cackle are being sexist.
How? People making fun of your laugh is sexist, Kamala? Bro, we can't do shit anymore, bro. Nothing, bro. Nothing, bro. Now, is this racist too, Top Cat? Where you at, Top Cat? You say if they talk about the nails and the hair is racist, well, she said if you talk about her laugh, that's sexist. Oh, my God. At least she didn't say if you talk about her laugh is racist. At least she didn't say it's racist if you talk about her laugh. She said it's sexist. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. I don't really care about Kamala's laugh. It didn't really bother me. You know, that was a big running theme around election time. Everybody was laughing at her damn laugh. I just didn't like how she was talking about cooking them greens in the tub. I'm just going to keep it real. And how she just wouldn't say much of anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, for her to be prosecutor and attorney and all of that shit, man, it was just like she wasn't saying shit. Nothing. Like I listened to that woman thoroughly. Like y'all was here with me. I listened to hours of that woman, man, and it just didn't translate. It didn't translate. Like the debates and shit, she was getting ate the fuck. It just didn't translate, man. It didn't. I didn't care about her laugh though. Her laugh never bothered me. Matter of fact, chat, I got a Kamala Harris shirt we finna give away. I got 2 shirts we gonna give away, man. I got a Trump where he got his ear shot off, fight shirt, and I got a Kamala Harris. I forgot what the hell the Kamala shirt is. We finna get them up. We finna give them away. We finna do a giveaway today. Probably tonight.
Aspire to be humble. Humility, yes, is very important. But when you are sending signals, and it's very dated, if not just traditional, but a very dated perspective on who women should be, to say women should be humble, women should be quiet, women should laugh quietly.
I don't know. A lot of people think being humble, having a little humility is a good thing, men or women. What about that?
Well, I agree with that part, right? But Kamala Harris, Mike, she's really excelled in one area, and that's playing the victim on.
This is what I don't get. This is what I don't get. How the hell do women still want to be treated like women and effeminate and everything, but they don't want to do woman shit anymore? How? That's like a feminine ass man wanting to be treated like a real storm down dude. It just doesn't translate, dude. It doesn't work. You soft as toilet tissue paper that's wet and you want to be treated storm down. No, it doesn't work. You want to be loud and cackle and be damn country as hell and shit and want to be treated effeminate. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work, man. Straight up, what the hell is going on?
I mean, this is the same person who said that her loss in 2019, 2024 was due to sexist and racist voters who could not accept a woman of color being in a position of power as far as president, when maybe she just was a profoundly horrible candidate with a profoundly horrible campaign team. I mean, she's the one who flip-flopped on almost every position that she held from 5 years ago last year. She's the one who decided not to go to the Al Smith dinner when the Catholic vote is so important. She's the one who decided not to go on Joe Rogan because her team was afraid she couldn't handle a 30-minute interview, let alone a 3-hour interview. And she's the one who shows Tim Walz, of all people, to be her running mate, who, by almost everybody's estimation, was not a net positive for that campaign. So she says now...
I'm going to keep it real. If she would have had Grant Cardone, she would have fared a lot better. She interviewed Grant Cardone for that vice president job. He turned it down. If she would have had Grant Cardone, she would have fared a lot better, chat. She would have fared a lot better with Grant Cardone as a running mate than Tim Walz.
Mocking her cackle is sexist. Well, it's an observation many have made about somebody who laughs at their own jokes when no one else is laughing. It's distracting. Most people find it profoundly annoying. And the fact that Kamala Harris is now giving out dating advice, considering she chose Doug Emhoff as her husband, who reportedly got physical with one of his previous girlfriends, to her own word, well, that's the height of...
Man, he had to get her in line, man. He went on, got his girl in line, man. She was probably out tripping. Did he smack her up? I don't think he smacked her up, did he? They probably just had a little argument and shit, man.
So, I don't know. Kamala is on the air a lot, doing a lot of interviews, Mike. The book tour should have been over a long time ago. This absolutely signals that she will run for president in 2028. And for the GOP, that's about the earliest Christmas gift they possibly could ever get, because she lost every swing state popular vote, and the Senate was taken back by the Republicans.
I'm going to keep it real. I want Kamala to run. Kamala running, everybody wins. Everybody wins. The Democrats win because it gives them a different type of DNC. You know, that'll be Gavin Newsom, Kamala, you know, really good talks or whatever. The content creators win because we're going to get more debates. There's no way they put Gavin Newsom and Kamala on there and that nobody debates. The Republicans say that they like it because it'll split the party up and shit. I'm just going to be all the way real. I'm for all of that. I want to see all the debate. I want to see Ted Cruz get debated. I want to see Rubio get out there and damn debate. J.D. Vance, we know he's a pretty good debater. J.D. Vance is pretty good. That's one of his strong suits, is debating with J.D. Vance. He's pretty smooth with that. I don't know what the fuck Mike Johnson's going to do. Don't know what Mike Johnson's going to do. I am ready to see Gavin Newsom debate. I'm ready to see Kamala debate. I'm ready to see Jasmine Crockett and James Talrico debate. I'm ready to see Ken Paxton and Cornyn. I'm ready to see this shit, Chad. I mean, it's a net positive for me. I'm just honest with you.
Republicans, and they held the House, so a clean sweep there, and there's no reason to believe that she'll do any better this time around, because when she speaks outside of a teleprompter, she becomes a human Chernobyl.
So you're saying we'll hear the capo much more. Joe Concha, thanks very much. Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me.
You said Blue Dream is Hayes Blueberry. How come I can't find Blueberry anymore? Because it's all runts now. Every time you go find some Blueberry stuff, anything that they call Blueberry, it's all runts, man. All right, here goes Owens Schroeder. You know, he got kicked off or left Joe Rogan's show. And what's even more crazier about it, not Joe Rogan, Alex Jones's show. And what's even more crazier about it is Laura Loomer put up a post yesterday and said she had a talk up with Alex Jones about all of this shit that's going on. Y'all seen how over the last few weeks, Alex Jones is really taking a stance against Candace Owens. Laura Loomer put it out there that they've been talking. Owen Schroeder just came out and made a video about why he's done with Trump and the damn GOP. So now that I see Laura Loomer talking to damn Alex Jones, and Alex Jones changing his stance, you know what I'm saying, really strongly, and then I see Owen coming out speaking against the Trump admin, it just looks inevitable to me. It just looks like, damn, this was gonna happen. This was gonna happen. I expect them to probably start going at each other really soon. I think Owen might be ready to take some jabs, bro.
Done! I'm not fighting for these liars. I'm not fighting for this administration anymore. I'm done. I'm out. They broke up with us. They stabbed us in the back. They betrayed us. Not the other way around. We don't owe them anything. They owe us everything. They work for us. You forgot. And at the event this weekend, oh, they're coming to impeach Trump. Oh, you don't say. Don't say, Little Johnson.
I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Before we get Trump up out of there, Pam Bondi got to go, bro. I'm just going to keep it all real. With the Epstein files, from not having the Epstein file, from releasing all the Epstein files to getting a whole truckload of evidence to those little flappy ass folders to no credible evidence. There's no Epstein files. It's a hoax. To having all these pictures damn drop, 14-year-olds making damn allegations and shit. We seeing pictures. We got Chris Tucker involved in this shit, man, all the way to it being a million more Epstein related documents at the Southern District of New York, and y'all touting this shit like it's brand new news. No, you told us this shit during the summer. You told us it was a whole lot of shit over there with that Epstein shit over there in New York, and it was supposed to be truckloads on the way to be getting dumped on your desk right now. It didn't get dumped on your desk because it's still at the Southern District of New York. Y'all saying it's a million more documents over there now. We got pictures of Bill Clinton in the damn pool, Ghislaine Maxwell with pinstripe shit on. We got Trump looking around. We got Epstein with damn little, I can't even say it, underage in his damn lap. He's laid back behind the damn shower with the curtain pulled back. No telling what was behind that curtain, man. So, listen, bro, before we get Trump up out of here, if that's what they're trying to do, man, it's some more shit that gotta go on. Bongino already stepped down. Bongino, I see why you did it. I see why you did it, Bongino. You left with some damn dignity. Bongino is gonna walk out of this situation with a slither, a slice, a damn hunk of his dignity. I can't say that about everybody else.
You don't say, Tiny Johnson. You mean the Republicans are going to lose the midterms and they're going to impeach Trump? Well, golly gee, I could have sworn somebody was saying that 6 months ago, and you called them panicans. Isn't that funny? And now all of the Trump cultists and all of the Trump cheerleaders and all of the MAGA sheeple, we need to unify. We need to unify. We need to win an election. We just won an election. We need to unify. We need more Nicki Minaj's. But not him, though.
Y'all know what I think happened? Now that I'm sitting back looking, hindsight is 2020. I think the administration overpromised. And now they're doing so much to play catch up that it's just a damn shit show. It's coming together, but it's coming together like not neat at all. It's not, the components, the pieces are not aligning correctly because they overpromised. They promised a shit ton, bro. They promised a lot. And they are trying to fulfill the promises, but it's a shit show. It's a shit show. It's crazy.
Not that person over there, though. We didn't mean him. Even though he's actually a conservative, even though he actually does get out the vote
Thank
drive,
you, Lala.
he actually has been out on the streets and supported for Trump and suffered. Not him, though. Anybody but him, though. None of them. No, not them. But Nicki Minaj, yeah. Oh, is that a trans person out there? Yeah, bring them on the stage, too. Oh, look. Is that a porn star? Let's get them up on the stage, too. We need to unite to win. We need to save President Trump from impeachment. We need to win the midterms. Not you over there, though. You go away. Not you over there, though, with an actual conservative audience. Not you over there, though, that actually has the minds of the youth right now. You stay away. You go. Go. Isn't that funny? Oh, I'm sure Nicki Minaj will be standing up and disrupting Congress the next time Trump is impeached and telling Democrats they're committing treason. I'm sure Nicki Minaj will be leading the next Stop the Steal rally. I'm sure Nicki Minaj will be all over the place. Chips are down. I'm sure it'll be Nicki Minaj there to lift us up. Now, let's be clear. I have nothing against Nicki Minaj, okay? I don't know much about her. Just as sordid as a past as you can imagine anybody else in mainstream music might, as far as what they sing about, what they do, who they...
They say Nicki's trying to get a pardon for her husband. I think Rolling Stone or somebody just put out an article speaking about how if you get around Trump and you say unjust prosecution and shit like that, and you got enough money or whatever, he'll look around for that pardon. I think it was Rolling Stone Newsweek. Somebody just put out an article that talked about the pardon process. They spoke about the lady and how they meet every few weeks about pardons, but they also said if you catch Trump at Mar-a-Lago or the White House and you like, look, man, I got this unjust prosecution, you know what I'm saying? They say his ears stand up. He get the looking around at you like, what's going on?
They date, who they marry, whatever. I really don't care about that. Over the years, I've kind of liked Nicki Minaj. Laugh at me if you want. It's fine. I deserve it. I've kind of liked her music over the years. Recent Pink albums, not bad. She came out against the vaccines when it was not safe to do so. So I'm not sitting here bashing Nicki Minaj, whatever. I don't really care if she wants to get invited to these events.
I think they said something about we're going to a schedule that's like Denmark's schedule. We're going to go from 77 shots to like 11, I believe, for the round of school shots. I'm not sure, fact check that chat, but I glanced over an article that was like that, man. I got to go do my research, but they said something about our schedule over here is going to change. I guess the childhood schedule, allegedly.
Events and start promoting what? Voting Republican, I guess? Or maybe Erica just wanted to be on the stage with her. I don't know what the deal with that is. I just think it's funny that...
Yeah, she wants to get that pardon. She does care about... I do believe Nicki cares about the Nigerian Christians. I do believe Nicki cares about them. But she wants a pardon as well because she gets a lot of flack. Her and her family get a lot of flack for that charge her husband has over there. Now, I'm going to let it play. Oh, chat. If you're just now coming in, please double tap the screen. That's all I ask from you guys for Christmas is a like on the video and 25 more subscribers. We are 25 subscribers away from the next subscriber goal. And if you're around your family or friends, you think they'd be interested in this, show them the video. Say, hey, man, it's this black guy. I watch him. We have fun over here, man. Show them, man. Bring them into the family. Shout out Plug Nation.
It's like they're going to do... The conservative establishment, Con Inc., going to do everything they possibly can to try to save the midterms and save their political hide, except the one thing that they need to do. And everybody knows what it is. I don't even have to say it. That's how obvious it is. I don't even have to say it. Everybody listening to this knows exactly what it is GOP needs to do. And they will never do it. And that's what's so funny about this. That's what's so funny watching these people flopping and flailing around on the stage all weekend, clinging to the one thing. Stopping the Republicans from getting to the next level, stopping Republicans from winning the youth for 3 election cycles, stopping the Republicans from winning the midterm. The one thing that they could do that could save all of this momentum from trending the wrong thing, the wrong way. The one thing, and they will never do it. Instead, they'll do everything. They will sacrifice everything politically. The altar is real. And we all know it. Why they cut these deals with the Larry Ellisons of the world. And now they get to own the media. I'll say this before we get into the news and cover that story. I got to say this about Donald Trump. Whether this was all part of a plan to all organic, meaning it just all happened naturally. Take the entire spectrum, take that entire potential range here, that this was all by design or that it just all happened this way. But since Trump came down that golden elevator, he has successfully exposed virtually every single level of the deep state. An impossible to recover degree. He exposed the right-wing establishment, 2015 and 2016, the corruption there, okay, defeated them.
I wonder what the GOP is going to do after Trump. Because Trump's a decade in, and by the time Trump gets out of office, he'll be like 15 years in. What's the GOP going to do after Trump? It's not going to hit the same. I'm just going to be honest. It's not going to hit the same. A Vance Rubio ticket, albeit it might be cool or whatever, it's not going to hit the same. That blind leading the blind, blindly following movement and shit, that shit's not going to hit the same. I see why the traditional Republicans are panicking right now. Because Trump is an anomaly. The celebrity, the uncutness, anything that comes after Trump that even resembles Trump will be a copycat. Oh, you're trying to be like him. You're trying to fill some shoes that you could never fill. They have put Trump to a... I'm trying to figure out the word. Not even celebrity, not even superstar, bigger than that, man. They've elevated Trump to he's etched into our history. He's etched into America. Bush is etched into America, but everybody knows why Bush is etched into America, right? Trump's going to be etched into America for a lot of shit. And whoever comes after Trump is going to have some mighty big shoes to fill. I don't know, man. I wonder what they're going to pull out of their hat when they start campaigning. Because we see it right now. The Trump endorsement's not hitting like it used to hit. Trump endorsement's not hitting the way it used to hit. Before the election, before this summer, those Trump endorsements were hitting pretty hard. But we just seen the damn sweep the midterm. Not the midterms, but the 2025 elections. These elections, the off year, whatever they call it. It's crazy.
You could say he's a part of it, but let's just leave that aside. So, first, Trump comes out, exposes the corruption on the Republican side, exposes the conservative Inc., however you want to put it. Okay, so Trump first comes out, exposes the right-wing establishment, exposes the mainstream media, the fake news media. You could say he coined the term, or made it popular at least. So he exposes the corruption in the right, corruption in the media, exposes all the corruption on the left in the Democrat Party, from culture to politics. All of that gets exposed. Then he exposes how our elections are stolen. Then he exposes, this is happening the entire time, then he exposes all the alphabet agencies Then he exposes all the federal bureaucracies that are entirely corrupted, whether that's through the actions that they took against him or against his supporters or something else in the meantime. He exposes all of that. Like, well, what if you're here to expose the deep state, call it all the deep state, and you're here to expose the deep state, and it's like, what is left? What is left to expose? Well, it would be the special interest, and perhaps most importantly and most obviously, the foreign interests. And this is exactly what Trump is exposing right now. The crazy part at this stage is that now he seems to be a part of it. Now, instead of exposing it like he's done in the past, he's decided he's going to join it.
He definitely did. I got up there the other day and I forgot who he was talking to. He got up there and the guy was like, "Oh, Trump's the first Jewish president." And Trump was like, "It's true. I am. It's true." You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn. And then y'all told me, remember during the campaign, during the election cycle, y'all came here and I was like, Trump got up there in front of them people and said, I'm not a Christian. I love the Christians. I'm not a Christian. And y'all was like, nah, he didn't say that. He didn't say I'm not a Christian. He said I am a Christian. He didn't say I'm not a Christian. Well, how the hell can he say, how could he have said he was a Christian then when he just got up there with dude behind him and said he's the first Jewish president? I'm just gonna be honest. Y'all was on my ass. Y'all was on my ass saying he didn't say that. I pulled the clip up. He said, I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Christian. Y'all don't remember that?
He's gonna join the special interests in screwing this country over. He's gonna help the foreign interests in screwing this country over and robbing it blind and hollowing it out until it collapses and they go run off to a new country. You could say he's exposed it. You could say by joining it, he's exposed it. I mean, if anything, he's exposed it more than any other thing directly. And you could say that's because he joined it. Now, it's hard to believe that Donald Trump, who has shown some pretty good political instincts in the last decade, I would say. You could even say farther than that, but since he actually runs for office and wins, well, Donald Trump is not a man that lacks political instincts. So I have a hard time believing that he didn't see this exposure coming when he joined the likes of a Larry Ellison and the likes of a Bill Gates. And now, times I've lost count. How many times has he told you that the Adelsons care more about Israel than they do about America? How many times has he told us this now?
Shit, man. Let me get in here, man. Let's move on, chat. All right, chat. Before we get into that clavicular, I wanted to bring y'all this right here. This is Jasmine Crockett talking about her Senate race. I'm ready to see her debate Talrico, man. I'm ready to see her and Talrico, you know, get in there and debate, man. Jasmine Crockett has announced her run for Senate in Texas.
Turning now to one of the Senate races that both parties are keeping a close eye on heading into the 2026 primary season. Incumbent Republican Senator John Cornyn is facing primary challenges from not one but two MAGA loyalists, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton and Congressman Wesley Hunt. While on the Democratic side, progressive Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett jumped into the race just hours before the filing deadline and will face off against State Representative James Talarico, who grew his national profile while fighting the GOP's redistricting push in Texas. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez recently spoke with Congresswoman Crockett as part of our Meet the Press, Meet the Candidate series and began by asking her what her internal polling said about getting into this race.
A polling said I should run. That's pretty much what it said. Listen, you know, polling for me was a benchmark to determine whether or not I was truly competitive. I will tell you that it showed that I am absolutely competitive to the extent that some people are probably very concerned about the fact that I entered this race. Thus, I've been on the receiving end of lots of love. We'll say it that way since I've entered.
Well,
Look, Democrats have been trying to flip this seat for
Yeah.
quite a while now. What makes you think you can do this differently and actually be successful this time?
Yeah, well, something's a little different about me, so we can start there. But no, I think that when I looked at everything, when I poured over historical data, when I talked to other candidates that have run statewide, from talking to Colin Allred to talking to Bethel.
So look, let me break this down for you, chat, how this could play out. Crockett will probably appear the clear winner on the Democratic side, but she alienates a lot more voters than Talrico does. So Talrico would fare better against a John Cornyn or Wesley Hunt. Crockett would fare better against a Ken Paxton. Now, if Ken Paxton comes out of there, man, Crockett will fare a lot better against Ken Paxton because he has, some fraud cases going on, just got a divorce, and he's Ken Paxton. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think will play the way it'll play out. I think Jasmine runs away with the Democratic nomination, and I think that it's close between Cornyn and Ken Paxton for that Republican. If Ken Paxton does pull it off, Jasmine Crockett has a chance, Other than that, for Cornyn or Wesley Hunt, Talrico will probably be the stronger candidate for the Dems.
To examining kind of what all happened in those races, as well as talking to people like Stacey Abrams about what that looked like in Georgia. I came to the conclusion that there were a couple of things that could give us an advantage. Number one, this environment is a terrible environment for the Republicans. Number two, we know right now that they are going to be locked into a race most likely until May. We've not seen them have to kind of go at it and fight for such a long amount of time. And number four, we historically start with a candidate who has a great resume, but unfortunately doesn't have necessarily the name ID. And so when we're talking about $100 million race, we're starting, and that money has to be spent just so that people can start to learn that person's name and start to build a rapport. At least walking into this race, we know that our first dollars, they go to actually turning people out, and more so towards persuasion and expansion. It's hard to expand if the base itself...
Turning people out. I guess she means her team or whatever. Instead of bringing people in to get to know her, she can have the people that already knows her go out and spread the message, I guess.
Still is trying to get to know who you are.
Speaking of name recognition, there is an occupant at the White House who I cover on a daily basis who knows exactly who you are, brings you up quite a bit. Is that part of the reason why you say you have such high name recognition? And aren't you the foil that Republicans want to run against?
That's exactly what they like to put out there. But I don't know how many poker players normally reveal their hands before they win. And so that is what they're saying. Now, going to your first question about the name ID, I think it's a couple of things. Number one, we've always done layered communications. So my communications have not been limited to cable news networks. It's been quite expansive, from radio to local radio to nationally syndicated radio to podcasts to news stations, local as well as national, print as well as TV, as well as we've built our own ecosystem. I actually have more followers on our YouTube channel than anyone else in the House or the Senate. And YouTube, the reason that I specifically bring it up is because that's where a lot of people go for a lot of their information. So people will go and watch those longer form videos of the work that I'm doing, whether we're talking about my teletown halls, which I do those once a quarter, or I even send out weekly emails of everything that I've done in the district for the week. So that's part of it. Obviously, the president saying my name also makes people say, well, who is Jasmine Crockett, if they don't know who I am. So that's definitely put it out there as well.
Look, you obviously see an opening here. Still, this is Texas. The
Yep.
president has a lot of supporters in Texas. And one of the key issues in Texas is, of course, immigration. You, of course, have been an outspoken critic of the president's mass deportation policies and of ICE. But a lot of voters, a lot of Americans who voted for President Trump think that he has done a strong job at the border. In fact, border encounter numbers are down. And the president is touting that as a success. You obviously have issues with the way he's going about it, but has the president been successful? Can you acknowledge that on bringing border encounters down?
I will acknowledge that what is being reported is that border encounters are lower. I will also say that we know that this administration has not been the most honest when it comes to reporting numbers, as we know that there's now reporting that they've not been honest about the jobs numbers. What I can tell you is that he has invoked a very inhumane way of caring.
It's always the jobs numbers, bro. They're gonna lie about anything. Over the last, since Biden, I'll say since Biden, if they're going to lie about anything, it's gonna be them damn jobs numbers, bro. 10 times out of 10, bro. They'll overshoot them bad boys by like 200,000-300,000 to make shit look good.
Carrying out immigration. What I also can tell you is that he has not worked through the Congress, and that's what we need is comprehensive immigration reform. What I also can tell you is that we have a historic number of people that have died in ICE custody since he's been in. What I also can tell you is that we have a historic number of American citizens that have been rounded up, and what I can also tell you is that this Supreme Court, unfortunately, has basically given him carte blanche to go after people because of an accent or because of what they look like, and that is wrong.
Now, the administration will come back and say that it is the Biden administration who was inhumane by allowing chaos, in their words, to go forward at the border, that it was a chaotic policy, and that there was a lot of sex trafficking going on by a lot of migrants that were coming to the U.S. The Trump White House says they've cut down on that. Your response?
They may say that, but ultimately what I know is that we can't, so let me say it this way. I can't say that the border has ever been perfect, and I can't say that I believe that the border is perfect right now. So let me acknowledge that. What I do believe, again, though, is that we need to focus on comprehensive immigration reform, and that means that Congress has to get involved, because what I can tell you is that we had already been behind on asylum cases. We know that our judges had already been overloaded, and that was prior to COVID. We're talking about a backlog of 7 years. That was not making it safe for us because we were not ascertaining whether or not certain people should be in this country.
And quickly, Senator Cornyn reacted to your Senate campaign. He told Semaphore, quote, "Am I hiding my glee? I'll try to wipe the smile off my face. I would say it's a gift. Colin Allred, obviously, wasn't successful before, but he was what I would call closer to a normal Democrat than Jasmine. She is something else." What's your response?
Yeah, well, you know what? Considering the fact that normal Democrats have been losing, I think that this is absolutely the fight that we need at this moment. I also can tell you that it's quite disappointing that the senator has decided that he has to kind of tout this negative kind of persona in order to win over in his primary. I can tell you that the senator, frankly, when there came down to certain things, he was a good partner. I had legislation that I brought from the state level around fentanyl. He's been a partner on that legislation. I had legislation around food security. He's been a partner on that legislation. We actually had President Joe Biden signed a bill of ours into law that was about grant transparency. He actually was more like a normal Republican than these times have called for. But I do think that in this current environment, we probably don't need a normal Democrat if we are going to do the abnormal thing like winning in Texas.
Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, we thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely.
All right, chat, man.
And remember,
I am looking forward to that Jasmine Crockett, James Talrico Senate race down there for the Democrats in Texas. I'm also looking forward to Wesley Hunt, Cornyn, and Ken Paxton down there in Texas as well. Please double tap the screen, shut a live out. We are 25 subscribers away from the next sub goal, man. If y'all having a good time in here, press 1. If y'all haven't told me what's up, say what's up, plug, say hey. I mean, we got some Southern hospitality over here. I don't know if y'all just go to everybody's house and just don't speak, but that's crazy, man. Say what's up, man. We finna move on right here. What we have is a lady. You know, we've been doing the deep dives into the funeral homes and things of those sorts. So this lady right here is saying a woman named Katrina McLean, who owns Cat's Creepy Creations, a shop in Peabody, Massachusetts that sold creepy dolls and oddities, has been selling human body parts on the black market. And she got 12 months for selling human body parts. I'm going to tell y'all my research too before we get into it. Now, we seen the people come out and say that they've been testing their family members. They've been testing their family members' remains, and some of the remains has been coming up as not human at all. Now, a woman in Arkansas just got arrested because she was on a oddities group and on Facebook, and she worked at a morgue. She got caught selling testicles, a fetus, a skull, and all kind of things via PayPal. She got like almost $11,000 payment via PayPal. I don't know how else she got paid or if that was just the total of everything, but she made about $11,000 selling body parts from the morgue. Now, this lady right here that owns Cat Creepy Creations or whatever, she was caught buying faces, like the actual face, like the skin, the face, you know. Skin is the largest organ, you know what I'm saying? So, look here, listen to this one.
Especially fond of buying faces, yeah. Remember when Harvard employees were busted for selling human body parts out of the back door of the morgue?
Oh yeah, that woman in Arkansas that got caught selling those body parts, the guy that on the other end that was receiving the body parts, when they got him too, he was connected to the larger human body parts trafficking ring, and it connected back to Harvard. So some of these people give their bodies up to science and they get whatever, and then they're supposed to send the body back. You know what I'm saying? When the body gets back, she's selling them on the black market. But also, Harvard was implicated in this body part smuggling ring. So this is all ties back to Harvard allegedly as well.
Harvard employees were busted for selling human body parts out of the back door of the morgue for the medical school. Well, one of their customers, who was especially fond of buying faces, has just pled guilty to the charges. Imagine you donate your body to Harvard because you think some young genius is going to use your body to learn to be the best doctor who ever lived. And instead, some lunatic named Katrina McLean, who used to own a place called Cat's Creepy Creations, is selling your face to a lunatic on the internet. Well, Kat's getting off easy. She's only being charged with aiding and abetting of stolen goods across state lines. That's it. Prosecutors, you know what they're recommending? 12 months. This is how broke.
Yes, aiding and abetting across state lines. So you could literally play with somebody's family member's body parts, profit off of it, and get minimal time. They actually, for the woman that did this in Arkansas, Sarah Huckabee had to make it illegal. It will at that present time, it was not illegal to sell body parts. Sarah Huckabee Sanders had to make it illegal to sell body parts here in Arkansas. Crazy.
In our society is. We have no regard for human life or dignity in death at all. She'll be back on the street selling ears and eyebrows in no time.
So she got caught buying faces. She got caught buying the skin to people's face. And you know they say that when people buy people's faces, they lay it over their face for like, I don't know, rejuvenation or some weird crazy shit. But yeah, she was buying people's faces. The woman in Arkansas got caught selling a feces, testicles, a skull, and something else. I forgot. But for like $11,000. Alright, this is the Clavicular guy. He was streaming on Kick yesterday. He ended up running a guy over, and they asked him, and you see him run the guy over, like the truck went like this and everything, like he ran. The guy was hanging onto the front of his truck, and Clavicular ran him over, and he was like, oh, do you think he died? And then he said, I hope he did. So now he's in trouble. Kicks kicked him off the platform. I don't think he got arrested. I think they questioned him about it and let him go. But this guy's in trouble. So this is supposed to be the whole interaction, like from when the guy started trolling him all the way to him running the guy over with the Tesla truck. And when I tell y'all, like, you see the truck go boom, boom, like he ran that boy all the way the fuck over. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Matter of fact, before we watch that, I'm going to show y'all how it looked when he ran him over so y'all can have that visual already. You don't see the gory shit, but you see the truck like, you know what I'm saying, doom, doom, like he hit a curb or something, man. It's crazy, bro. Crazy. I'm going to show y'all that part first so y'all can have some damn context of why he's in trouble. This is why he's in trouble, and then we'll go watch what led up to him getting in trouble. This is what he did to get in trouble, though. Alright, so this is him. How many views does this guy have? 1.5. This is him in the Tesla truck, right? Now the guy's hanging onto the hood. The guy that he ends up getting run over is hanging onto the hood. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this, chat. Reports are, I haven't confirmed it, but reports are that he didn't make it. I'm just going to be honest with you. They had the ambulances out there. I think they med-flighted them and everything. But reports are he might not have made it, chat. I'm just going to be honest with you. Reports are he might not have made it, bro. You can hear him talk. Watch. Listen.
Is he dead?
That's when reality kicked in right there. Right after he asked himself, is he dead? That's when he realized he just fucked up, chat. He might have blew it, bro. You think it's a prank? I don't think it's a prank, bro. Because he got kicked off the platform for it. His kid got banned. He got kicked off the platform for it. Merry Christmas, Mama Money.
Is he dead?
Alright, so this is what led that's what happened, and I'm gonna show y'all what led up to it and the responses, because Aiden Ross came out and was Aiden know this got fucked up. Aiden know this got fucked up, bro. Cause he got kicked off of Kick, and you know Aiden is a part owner of Kick.
Little guy out here.
So that's the guy. He just threw water on him. That's the same guy, I think. Merry Christmas, Cheryl.
You can't call us niggers. We work hard for our people. We work hard for our moms. Don't call us a nigger. Don't fucking touch me. Don't fucking touch me. Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me. Do not touch me. Don't put your hands on me. Don't touch me. I don't give a fuck. Don't touch me. Why are you touching me for? Don't touch me. Put your hands down. Don't touch me.
Just go.
President, the best course of action is just getting away and get the fuck out.
Yeah, I know the best course of action, but I want to kill each and every one of these guys.
In GTA.
Now that's what's got him messed up. So the guys done threw water at him. The guys done came up, bowled up at him, said you said the hard you are and shit. Now he's walking off. Marky next door is trying to get Clavicular to walk off and like, let's just go. Clavicular says, I want to unalive all of those guys. Marty next door is like, you mean on GTA on the game? And he was like, no, for real. And he said all of this on camera. Then he ran the guy over, and after he ran the guy over, he said, is he dead? I hope so. He might be in trouble, chat. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. He might be in fucking trouble, bro.
Don't touch me, I don't give a fuck. Don't touch me. Why are you touching me for? Don't touch me. Put your hands down. Don't touch me. Just go.
He did try to disengage.
Best course of action is just getting away and get
Listen.
Yeah, I know the best course of action, but I want to kill each and every one of these guys.
He said the best course of action is to stay away from these guys. I know the best course of action, but I want to unalive each and every one of them. that's gonna go a long way in court. Whether he tried to leave, whether he de-escalated, him saying this shit on camera prior to running that kid over, or that grown man, the troll, the guy pestering him before running him over, him saying this before running him over is woo! That's why Aiden said I got some Jewish lawyers. I see why Aiden said, oh, I got some Jewish lawyers that work on Christmas. Call me, because you're gonna need them, bro. Like, cause you said this shit after he told you to leave.
Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me. Do not touch me. Don't put your hands on me. Don't touch me. I don't give a fuck. Don't touch me. Why are you touching me for? Don't touch me. Put your hands down. Don't touch me.
Just go. President Rose, the best course of action is just getting away and get the fuck out.
Yeah, I know the best course of action, but I want to kill each and every one of these guys.
In GTA.
No, I want to.
Well,
Let's go.
oh my fucking
Try driving. Drive.
Oh my god!
Y'all hear the horrified in her voice? I don't think you could fake that scare in that woman's voice like that. Like, she's horrified. That happened on her side. He's in the driver's side. She's in the passenger side over here. So it was her tire that went up. So it was, she probably, boom, boom, she felt it. She probably felt his bones crunch and everything, bro. I'm just going to be all the way honest with you, man. Like, she felt it, man. Straight up.
Dead?
Y'all heard what he said? Is he dead? Hopefully. That was his words. Prior to running him over, he said, Marky next door said, just leave, avoid those guys. He said, I know the best course of action, but I want to unalive each and every single one of them. He ends up running the guy over, whether it was accident or not. You know what I'm saying? He was just driving, ran the guy over, crunched him the hell up, and then said, is he dead? Hopefully. No signs of remorse, no turnaround to help, no call 911 or nothing, no remorse. Is he dead? Hopefully. Oh, he might be in trouble. I'm not gonna lie. Now, if no words were spoken throughout this, he would be all right. But because he spoke before and after this shit, oh, he might be in fucking trouble. He might be in trouble.
They were surrounding our car.
No, cheeser.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. I can't see shit. Well, that's why. Well, when you're afraid, I don't know what's going on.
No, this is real. He went to the police station. They didn't bring any charges against him, but he did go to the police station. That's why I said, oh, this is not a skit, because Clavicular got questioned about this. I don't think the police knew all of this shit, though. He might get picked back up. They might be trying to collect. Clavicular might have had to go back in.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And he's banned from Kick right now. He's banned from Kick.
There's armed people surrounding my car. Yeah, and they're armed. They all have pistols. And they all have pistols.
How does it see? Now he's changing the story saying they're armed. They all have pistols. I didn't see a gun. Nobody said anything about a gun. He wasn't panicking trying to get up out of there like he seen a gun. He just shit. If I see somebody up a damn gun, I'm probably gonna floor it. I'm not just gonna cruise down the street at a slow 2 to 3 miles an hour and run him over and crunch his bones, man. I'm probably gonna floor that bad boy, man. Deal with it later.
Well, the ones with pistols, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
That's self-defense. No?
Yeah. I see the print popping through their sweatpants when they're pressing us.
They put up on Twitter on our Airbnb, and they're like, Kodak Black sent me to Prezi for throwing ramen on Marky.
What? That's so weird.
When they put it on the list.
They pulled up to his house?
I think that's what took off.
Holy shit.
Are they telling him?
I don't see why.
Try to leave up out of here?
Nah, that's my friend right there.
Oh man, come on, bro. He the good guy.
He is?
The motherfucker on the ground, the bad guy. He did what he was supposed to, run his motherfucking asshole.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
Brother's sake.
Yeah.
Big ass, you came out and helped him.
Bro, I wasn't nowhere near here. I had left.
You know what the trip is? I don't know him, right?
Yeah.
But when he was coming in, I just was joking saying, "Hey, bro, put me on the blog."
Yeah.
I see him coming out, and there was some guys around.
No, yeah, I saw that. I was with him.
What was transpired, but you can tell it wasn't
like,
that
you
nice.
have people like that
It wasn't that nice.
Yeah.
I came over here.
That's what I told him.
You better walk around with that.
Shit. I walked into his car and I left. I don't want to like record nothing without like not knowing. It's like, we're good.
Oh, he's not dead. The girl just said he's not dead.
Oh, okay.
They had him on the structure though.
Clav.
Yo.
Hey.
My streams, I got banned on Kick. I don't know.
No, they didn't ban you. Listen, I'm live. Don't worry. Like, you need to just go on IG live. You need to be live, okay? You need to be recording something, okay? You need to be live for this.
I'm recording.
Okay. What are they saying they're going to detain you?
They haven't spoken to me yet, but I'm not going to say anything without
a lawyer. Correct. Just do not say.
Anyone?
Yes, of course I do. Look, just hang tight, record, don't say anything. Don't answer questions. And just don't say anything, okay? I let it play out, but you need to be recording. Somebody needs to record you.
The whole thing's being recorded. But
Don't worry about that. Yes, I know you need, and trust me. Yes, I got you. The good thing is, listen, it's Christmas, and a lot of my lawyers, they don't celebrate Christmas, so you're going to be good.
Straight up, man. That situation is crazy, chat. That's what's going on with Clavicular right now. We'll be watching that story closely. We'll probably do a deep dive on the backup channel about it. The backup channel needs 4 more subscribers to where we can go live, man. With Plugsation Clips, man, we need 4 more subscribers to go live on that channel. Alright, chat, we finna get back into the news. This is a CNN posted a clip about Ukraine and the people that are dodging the draft. The people that are dodging the draft in Ukraine, some of them are trying to survivalist it out in the mountains, man, and they're dying. They're dying, man. This is crazy, man. I couldn't imagine being in wartime like that and having draft dodgers and then people dying, and then, I don't know, it's crazy. Getting picked up off the streets.
So what you see on the right-hand side is Ukraine.
Appreciate that, OT.
Bacon knows how dangerous these mountains can be. He and his team have rescued hundreds of Ukrainians who tried to cross them.
They don't have knowledge, they don't have experience, and they don't have professional equipment, because on these mountains you need professional equipment to be alive.
To survive. The Carpathian Mountains that cut along Romania's 400-mile border with Ukraine have become a deadly magnet for Ukrainian men fleeing conscription at home and seeking freedom in the EU.
You can see how steep these mountains are. It is frankly astonishing that up to 100 Ukrainians are making this crossing still every single week.
The risks are huge. Since Russia's invasion in 2022, the Salvamont Mountain Rescue Service has carried out countless perilous missions that have saved 377 Ukrainian lives. The longest operation lasted nearly 6 days. Not everyone makes it. The Romanian border police say 29 Ukrainians have died crossing the mountains and the Titsa River that separates the two countries.
This is a job we were prepared. We are training every day, and this is a job we are doing. It's not about being Ukrainian or.
2024, when the mobilization. He says the.
All right, man. I thought that was a different clip. I must have pulled up the wrong clip, man. I thought that was a different clip. Double tap the screen, shut a live out, chat. What is this right here? Oh, this is what I meant to show y'all earlier, bruh. This lady right here. This lady right here, bruh. she had ripped the bumper off of her baby daddy's scat pack, right? And so to get back at her, he put some Nair in her shampoo bottle. So I want to know, chat, did he go too far? You see this right here? That's the bumper off of his scat pack. She said, just ripped the bumper off my baby daddy's scat. I said, come the fuck outside. So she ripped off the bumper of his car, probably one of his, prized possessions, man. And in response, he put some Nair inside of her shampoo, and now she shampooed all of her damn hair out of her head, man. Shampooed all her hair out of her head. Look at that, man. She done shampooed all the hair out of her head, man. So who went too far, man? Did she go too far by ripping the bumper off of his It's a felony here. She ripped the bumper off his car. That's a felony too here. That's for $500 worth of damage is a felony, ain't it? That bumper more than $500. She done ripped that bad boy off. All right, chat. Put too far or not too far in the chat, man. Too far or not too far, man. Alright, we got another miscellaneous clip right here. This is a Nigerian woman. She moved to Canada and brought her Nigerian boyfriend, I guess husband, to Canada. They've been together 14 years and she regrets every damn minute of it. She says she wished she had never brought her Nigerian boyfriend to Canada. And we finna break this shit down. Let's see what's going on, man. I don't know who this woman is. They say she's a popular content creator. Why the hell is it not coming up? Why the video not coming up? Is it gone? Nah, the video right here. I guess that's my hotspot being slow. Hold on, chat. There you go. I had too many damn characters in the text box. All right, this the Nigerian woman, man.
Lovettes, I quickly want to drop this video because of those people who are in my comment section saying things that they don't know, assuming things that they don't know.
Thank you, Cheryl.
I have lived with this man for 14 years. 14 good years. If I don't live with a man for 14 years, I never come outside one day, bring anything, come outside. Then today I can't decide to say, I am regretting. It's not like I've not been regretting. When I go no say, this woman don't too take in a lot for 14 years. I never already share my story, but I would definitely share them. Things happen reach to the extent say this man encouraged me to start writing down what was going on. That was from the mother, the brothers and sisters side. When I was coming to Canada, I actually forgot that book. He was the one who brought the book for me here in Canada. It was that serious. When I use the word, when I open my mouth, when I go shock, I know why I use that statement. To the point that there was a day this man said that if not me, they go through all these things when they go through, I don't go feed this marriage. My wife, thank you for not leaving. Thank you for staying. Thank you for enduring. This same man. Then how will you feel? What will you do if you now find that people, when you feel say that they even they give you their own small, this one when you deal with, when you feel say, oh, now he be the leg, even when they say you be stranger, you not be any, now he be the leg when you take stand for the family, for the children. You can't see man, the kind sword when he hold, he long. He choke you from back, from the leg come outside. Do you una know wetin I don endure?
I really can't. She got a heavy accent. Mama, I don't know what you're saying all the way, baby. I don't know, man. It's some of those words, the accent a little heavy. I'm missing some shit.
Let us not go there for today, but I just want to clear this narrative. When people they talk, say, I know Kizo, now because of money make you marry him. You don't get money, now he made you, now he carry you come Canada, he pay school fees for you, he sponsor you, or he don't me say you they follow men, or you they do this thing. See, guys, when I the talk for it, I don't know, because get some kind of things when you go talk, the thing go come affect you. Or affect your family members based on say you chook man wrongly for something you're not supposed to chook man. Because this matter, it don't take when it starts. I wear crown for my head. Till tomorrow, I stand with pride. You know get you want them. You know what I don't.
You said I'm sorry, dude, but I can understand her better than you. Good. Because I can't. At least somebody in here know what the hell is going on. Brian, break this shit down for us. Shell, thank you for being a member for 4 months. Y'all give Shell some flames for being plugged in for 4 months. Really a lot longer than that, but you know we had memberships available about that long. Thank you, Shell.
See, all this is when I write for this comment, this thing. I am not moved for those people checking up on me. Oh, I am very okay. You know when woman don't see tire, you can't see anything. If Rapper wants here, mate here. I didn't actually want to do this. He started it first, pushing wrong narrative. Now me be the victim. Now you fuck up. Now me be the victim. Now you they play victim. Now you they call people. Now you they lie against me. Now you want to destroy me. He actually is the one who wanted to use this video against me. The person was reaching out to the social media influencer, reaching out to tell the person that he go to give her information. If they give her information, go they talk, say I they cheat, I be cheater, I they flirt, I they do, because now what you feel say you feel talk where people go believe. Say what kind of a man are you?
Okay. So it sounded like she's been with this guy for about 14 years. She's a content creator. This is where we get into the nitty gritty. I was wondering where the fucking problem came. Now it's somebody that's done hit her up and she's saying framed her like she's cheating. What I think is she was probably about ready to go and got caught. And now she's just saying to hell with it all. Fuck the 14 years. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. It is what it is. That's what it sounds like to me.
Now me be the victim, but you can't turn the thing. The narrative. You didn't know that this person's girlfriend is
that
my
ain't no
person.
subtitle.
They both reached out to me. And they suggested, make they use this video when I take carry them come. Say the video don't trend. Make they use this video when I take carry them come. Say if they just put the video there, come they pump am. This woman will carry your husband come. Now no see I take hug the husband. Now the children, it already get bobo. It already do this one. Then the thing go they trend. The thing go they. As they tell me, now first you use the video.
Alright, man, that's enough of that shit. I got the general gist of it, man. I see where you going with that lady. You was a little hot in the ass, man. After 14 years, you got a little hot in the ass and shit. It just was what it was. It happens. Now you regret bringing
This is what J.D. Vance said.
Now you regret bringing your Nigerian boyfriend to Canada.
An organization called the Unheard. France and Britain have nuclear weapons. If they allow themselves to be overwhelmed with destructive moral ideas, then you allow nuclear weapons to fall into the hands of people who can actually cause very, very serious harm to the United States. So it's not North Korea's weapons that are threatening America. It's not China's, it's not Russia's. It's the weapons that belong to France and the United Kingdom that is the greatest security threat to America. Actually, what he's arguing, here's another quote from this interview. It's not inconceivable to imagine a scenario where a person with Islamic adjacent views could have a very significant influence
in a European nuclear power? In the next 5 years, no. But 15 years from now, absolutely. Because Islam is overrunning Europe, and France and the United Kingdom have nuclear weapons, Islamists...
Here we go. Who the fuck is that? Brand says, another confused brother. What you mean, who's another confused brother, Brand? You talking about me?
Someday have nuclear weapons. It's the threat argument he's making. This is insane. To begin, Pakistan has nuclear weapons, and that is a Muslim country. Actually, look at the numbers. What percent of the UK is Muslim? 6 to 6.5%. Okay. Percent of France is Muslim. 8 to 10%. Are there any other nuclear powers with a rising Islamic population? And it's Russia. The Muslim population of Russia is between 10 and 15%, and it's growing. Let's predict that a Muslim majority in Russia is possible within the next 30 years. So why is J.D. Vance so scared of 6% in the UK? 15% in Russia and growing. The Muslim majority government in Russia took over, they'd have 6,000 nuclear weapons. You can refute these people with facts, but it doesn't matter. They just roll right off them. I have a counter argument to everyone and everything, but they're just going to ignore it. They're just going to keep spewing their hatred and bullshit to push their fascist...
I'm just going to keep it real. Why the fuck do we care if the nukes fall to Russia over there? If the Muslims get control of the Russian nukes? Who cares? You know what I'm saying? That shit way over there. The UK, it's a little bit different. We got a little bit more ties. That's why that shit's different, dude. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not refuting your facts. I seen you pull it up. Russia could become majority Muslim in the next 30 years, but what the fuck does that matter with me? Like with us? The UK, we like what? We already got sanctions on Russia, man. Trying to get some shit going on, man. If that's your refute to the argument is that Russia's about to become majority Muslim and we should stop it, no. The hell is going on? I got the phone lines open if anybody wants to call in. That's what I'm not understanding. Like, who cares? It's Russia, dude. Like, that's crazy, man. What else we got on the agenda, chat? What else we got? Oh, we got another Chinese researcher. He got arrested sneaking E. coli in.
Call from Shell to accept.
What's going on, Cheryl? Merry Christmas.
Christmas, darling. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, and how about yourself?
Hanging in there. How are the kiddos? They good?
Yes, they are. You know they are.
Yeah, getting big.
Nah, yeah, they getting tall for sure. They outgrowing their bicycles.
That's good. Hey, fam. I'm just saying hi to Sam. Yeah, we haven't done this in a while. It's been crazy.
I know it. I know it. I've been diving in heavy into that.
I know.
I've been going hard on that Monroe Doctrine 2.0 lately and that restoration of American maritime dominance. But today we talking about just pretty much everything, a wrap up to 2025. Then we talked about that Clavicular running that kid over, and That's about it.
Yeah, I was watching that a bit. Like that, I haven't followed a whole lot of that, the social media aspect of things. I've had a lot going on, so that was kind of crazy to even see. And I mean, I only saw what you kind of put out there. I think I posted in the chat. I didn't fully understand why the gentlemen were surrounding the vehicle, because that's kind of when I came in. Was it just they got in a fight and then he got into the vehicle to get away and then they surrounded it? Is that what happened?
That's what it looks like. It looks like the guy jumped on top of it and then he slid off of it. He ran him over. And then immediately after he ran him over, he was like, is he dead? Hopefully.
See, for me, you know, when you're in a intense, you go into that fight or flight, it's a natural response to a threat. I don't think that he was trying to cause harm. I mean, you see the kid's face even before he got in the car. That's when I logged in. I didn't know why they were in an altercation, but I don't know.
Nah, he definitely was.
I think he was trying to.
He definitely was trying to cause harm. Only reason I say, I don't know for sure. You know, I can never say 100%, but from the kind of content he does and what he spews, it's like real alpha male, like fuck everybody, I'll bite somebody's head off and spit it out. That's the kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. See, that's what
That's why he said, I know, that's why he told his friend, I know what the morally right thing is to do, but I want to go back and unalive each and every one of them. That's the kind of thought process he had.
See, that's not okay. Yeah, okay. See, I was just trying to get context to speak on it because that's kind of, I came in, that's when I was, and that's crazy. And to know that it was like live stream, that's even worse. So, that's sad. But with this issue, like with the, you know, I'm a little bit more familiar with like geopolitics and stuff. When you're talking about the Muslim Islamist thing that's kind of happening, with that, I think if you're looking at it just country by country, and you break it off into little bite-sized pieces, sometimes, well, it's not even really small anymore, but if you go back like 20 years, you could say, okay, well, this region, like even if you just go, like just in the Middle East, you could see, okay, well, little pieces, like, okay, well, and how they've multiplied within the region. Well, now it's spread out. Even in the last 20 years and how it's spread out because of immigration, you can get a better idea for why it's become such a big issue and why it will be a bigger issue in the next 10 to 15, 20 years. If you look at the doctrine that they have, they are following exactly what they believe, which is what they did within their region. Had so many individual wars, this Middle East was to ensure that they conquered the Middle East. I mean, this went on for hundreds of years, okay? Spreading out because they were able to immigrate to other countries. I could get into each individual country. I mean, even in Syria, there's still tons. I mean, you can go into in each individual country. But now you look in the UK and just what they were able to do within the UK. That is a huge issue, massive issue. Even if you go back to when the flood, the immigration flood happened there, because they will have child after child after child. Any country, let's just look at individual families now. we'll have 1, 2, maybe 3 children. Because financially, the way that the society is, we can't afford really to have more than that. That's the way it is with them and their in families.
We talk about that over here. They're in, they're in the poly, you know what I'm saying, and then they're in the, creating babies. So for one household, for them, they might have 8 kids.
Right.
Those 8 kids will grow up Muslim. Those 8 kids will grow up, you know what I'm saying, voting inside of their community with their community like that. So over time, it's just a numbers game. Yeah, we talk about that over here.
Well, and if they were in, and it's different for them sometimes. When they come and they go into like a secular country, they have to somewhat follow the rules within that country. But if they were still in the Middle East, they would have more than one wife, right? So they could have even more children with the multitude of wives, right? When they get into the secular societies, it's a little bit more difficult, even though in some cases they will have more than one wife. This is kind of why, if you go really deep into it, you'll hear about the child brides, you'll hear about all that. I mean, you can really dive into it if you want to. It's tragic and it's difficult, but it's factually based, okay? Some of these kids will start having kids as, 12, 11, whatever, and then they'll have children all the way till they can't have children. And it's awful. The thing you have to understand, though, is that this is normal for them, okay? We can't outpace that. We can't financially outpace that, all right? And then within that same doctrine, okay, within the Quran, they're also like, well, if you do not conform, within their doctrine that you are to die. Now, they can't institute that within their law in a secular society unless it is a society where they can affect the laws, which in a lot of ways, like in the UK, they're like, well, then we need to become politicians. Well, in a secular society, we have now become so politically correct. We have gone so far off the rails that we're just like, oh, it's okay. Everything is the same. Everyone can get along. Listen, I understand to a point. We love, we respect, we do all of that. We do. But when we open the door in every way, assess a threat, don't look realistically at something, then we give over our autonomy, we lose. And that is what we did with immigration. Threats that we don't even know are threats, and it will bite us. It will bite us. This is going to bite us. The same thing with the Qatari air base that will be in Idaho. And now I'm taking it back to our country, okay? We have opened up doors because of political correctness and all of that. We have done that. And we will pay for that. And it will cost lives of our children. Our children will pay for these mistakes until we wake up.
Yeah,
I mean, this is, if you look at it from a basic military strategy, that is what they are doing.
Yeah, the country sold, man. Sold to the highest bidder, because I'm going to tell you like this. I went through and I did a deep dive on that Restoration of America's Maritime Dominance, that executive order from April, the one that Trump's doing the Trump class ships and shit for right now, and they're saying that they're trying to use private funding to the maximum possible, Basically, they're trying to fund this whole thing privately, so that opens up the room for a lot of technology, technocrats, whatever you want to call them, and foreign influence, not only over just the ship making and the components, but also the ports and the transportation. So this is private money about
Yeah.
to pour into all
Yeah,
of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of decisions that have been made that I absolutely don't agree with.
Basically, it's a government-backed
Yeah, I'm not
business
one
venture.
of you know me.
Mhm.
You've known me now almost a couple of years, and I'm a straight shooter. I'm not one that's just like I'm going to agree with everything. No. That's not how I roll. There's a lot of decisions that have been made that I absolutely unequivocally do not agree with.
Okay.
Like wholeheartedly. Like I think that we have given up a lot of our we in our country has been one of the only countries that has had let's just to get like a clean slate, right? When it comes to our military installations. This is what we do. It is our base. I think I've even talked about it here before. I think that it might have been the night that you broke the news about the Qatari Air Base. This is something that really bothers me. You know, I'm an Army vet. They are going to allow Qatari soldiers, Qatar, and terrorism, okay, to have an air base in Idaho. Now, I used to live out west. I lived right south of where this base is going to be. I know this area. I will tell you, all of the branches of the military, the Air Force. Now we tease the Air Force. My dad's an Air Force vet. We do this. Okay, that's what we do. However, sky is key. You don't give up your sky. It's because when you're up there, you can see everything below. But we have just done that. There is no foreign entity on our air, on our ground, anywhere in the United States. There is a reason for that. However, we have just done that, and we've given it up to a country that funds terrorism. So that means in order for them to have a base, what do you need? You need soldiers. Now we're going to have Qatari soldiers in the middle of our country that can fly planes. Well, while they're up there flying planes, they can do whatever they need to do. And they can report back to us, oh no, we're just running a training exercise. We're just doing this. And they can fly wherever they want. Our country.
Okay. No, for sure.
This is something that is very... But I see the comment. I don't know. I'm just going to say 365. All I'm going to say is I think you have a misconception about me. No, I don't agree with everything that you assume that I agree with. I can get into a whole bunch of things. You assume that I think that it's great to fund Israel. No, I don't. Okay? You think that I sit around and watch Fox News. I don't have cable. You shouldn't make assumptions about people. Okay? You shouldn't do that. You look like a fool. I served in the military. I'm deeply ingrained in the military. And I will just explain to you things that I know, experiences that I have, but I will tell you, you don't give up your air. And we have just done that. That puts every single person in this country at risk. Because if you see, if you hear a fighter plane, like we have a military installation near us, I know that when there's an F-16 flying over, I'm like, oh, they're doing training exercises, they're doing this. Now, oh wait, is that our plane? Is that our F-16? Is that a Qatari F-16? Is that our bomber? Is that our plane? Now you got to start questioning. We've never had to do that before.
I'm gonna say this.
Never had to question if there is a fighter plane. Now you're going to have to start questioning it. And this is the stuff that we as veterans know, and service members, we know that because we have just given our military installations in our air now.
Sid, you said, but it's okay for the USA to have bases in the Middle East. Yeah, Sid, that's how it's always went. You know what I'm saying? You damn right. Hold on, let me finish, Shell. That's how it's always went. Hold on, Shell. That's how it's always went, Sid. Yes, it's okay for the USA to have bases in the Middle East, and they can't have no bases over here. Yes, that's it's been like that. That's how the shit should have kept going. But now we got this new Monroe Doctrine 2.0, so we're pulling a lot of our resources out of there. Trump, I just seen something about he just called 33 generals back home and some shit like that. I gotta go do my research. I don't want to speak on it until I do my research. But yeah, see, that's how the shit's always. Is it okay for America to have bases in the Middle East, but no Middle Eastern bases in America? Yes, you damn right. It's never been fair, and it shouldn't be fair.
Like, here's what I'll explain. Those bases in the Middle East, most of the time, they want those bases. Like, bases and installations are there. And usually it's a request of the country. Like in Germany, we still have bases there in Germany, and that's been there since we were at war. The installations are still there, and soldiers are still there. But in the Middle East, yeah, those bases are still there, and those soldiers are still at risk. Those soldiers are at risk. The country, for the most part, wants them there, because there's so much destabilization there. However, we as a country have opened the floodgates to the people, bringing all of those people here, because this is the mindset that Americans need to understand. We're all like, well, welcome them. We want to welcome them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the mindset of the people. However, we're wanting to flood our country, same region that need military bases because it's so destabilized. And then we want to bring them here when they have no interest, zero interest in assimilating to our country. They want to bring everything there, the war mindset there, and they want to bring everything that destabilized their country here. And then we have and I'm going to say ignorant because it's our problem as a country, our ignorant mindset that will destabilize our populace, because we haven't woken up yet. And that's what happened in the UK, and it's what's happening all over the EU, not just the UK. France is about to collapse. Italy, every country that has allowed the people that destabilize their region to flood and migrate in, now is destabilized. So we need to wake up. We need to wake up quick.
So what's your plan, Cheryl? What do you think we should do?
Well, I think honestly, we need to understand that. You really want me to give it to you straight, Bug?
Yep.
Understand that, and keep in mind, I have friends that believe this way. I do. But you need to understand that if you really understand the Quran, you really understand it.
Merry Christmas, Brent.
And you have people who are Muslim. That's in there. That's fine. If they believe every single thing within that book, you can't say it's peaceful. Can't. They can't say it. Because what they call for within that book, what Muhammad calls for within that book, is not peaceful. I mean, you could just read the surah, and it's not. It's not.
Okay.
It literally says if you do not conform, behead them. Behead them. And it's like, great, if you do not conform, if you do not become Muslim, we will take your head. That's why they behead. That's why they still do it. It's in the book.
Okay.
So you have to understand that not everything is the same. And, we don't want to come across mean. We don't want to come across as someone that's not nice, but sometimes you have to face the reality of the situation. And some people, the Muslim people that practice that will just tell you to your face, like, hey, yeah, this is what we're doing. And they're being more honest about it now.
Thank you, Gito.
But you have to understand that. I mean, you know, sister's bunkmate, understand, was beheaded simply because she was a female in the same uniform as a man. Beheaded. The men were not, but just because she was the female, they took her head, and her body came back without a head. Want the real facts about it? I'll give you the facts about it. Which one? Surah 4? 6? One do you want, Sid?
All right, Sid, we'll see you later on, man.
I mean, which one?
You can call in, Sid. You can call in and rebut. You can always call in, Sid.
I'm just saying. There's, Surah 2. Yeah, I mean, it's there. I'm just saying that you have to understand what is in there. And if you read it, you'll see it. And I mean, I will always put my faith in Jesus. He is the one. He is it. He is not a prophet. He is the Son of God. He is the Christ. You know? And if I have to lose my head for that, I absolutely will lose my head for that. If you think for a second that, you know, I mean, if you think for a second that because they're going to use force to get you to love, that's not it. That's not it.
All right. Well, all right, Sid.
What I got.
Sid, are you gonna call in or you gonna Sid might have already left. But yeah, chat, the phone lines are open. I thought I had the phone number pinned. But it's pinned now. If anybody wants to call in and just have a conversation, we're talking about Trump's New America, the 2025 wrap up. We're also talking about the Monroe Doctrine 2.0, just all kind of shit. You said unsubbing, dude. Take care. Damn, Sid. Okay. All right. All right, Shell. Sid.
All right.
It is what it is.
You know, it's always fun when I come and hang out with you.
All right.
Sorry.
All right.
All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye, plug. Love you.
Bye. All right, Sid, bye. You said you done with the community. It was a good run. I'm not gonna bash you. You don't gotta make a big stomp out leave, you know what I'm saying? You can just unsubscribe and swipe up, man. We'll holler at you. It is what it is. I mean, I'm not finna shed no tears over this shit. It is what it is. I opened up my platform to you and her as well. You know how it gets over here. It just kind of is what it is. But shit, I'm not finna lose no sleep over you unsubscribing, though. I'm not. You won't be the first. You won't be the last. It's part of it, man. It's part of it. Alright, man. Let's see. What else is going on? It's crazy that I have an open platform and I just let people talk, man. Now it's the same reason you came over here and the reason that you leaving. It's crazy. But I'm the hypocrite. I thought that this was an open platform. I don't care if you far left, far right, liberal, conservative, Marxist, fascist. It is what it is. Merry Christmas.
President Trump reshaping the mood of the nation in less than a year. So what can we expect in the next 3? Let's bring in Fox News contributor Joe Concha and my co-host on Fox and Friends Weekend, Charlie Hurt. Gentlemen, I love that you are both in the holiday Christmas Eve plaid spirit. Thank you for not only appearing but dressing appropriately for such a show.
I was a little bit worried about wearing my Christmas jacket, but now I see Joe Concha has basically absolutely killed it.
I love it. Look good. All right, let's talk about this because really, you know, I saw James Freeman in the Wall Street Journal wrote that the growth of the economy this past year in 2025 is perhaps the most underrated story of the year. And we have so many indicators that also include now that inflation in conservative states rose far less than in liberal states. And you look at, of course, all of these different...
Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Grapeseed.
Energy. That one affects us in a major way, up almost 2% difference there between liberal states and conservative states. So, Charlie, let me start with you. Do you think Freeman's right? Is the growth the most underreported story of the year? And do you believe Kevin Hassett and others in the administration when they say that 2026 could be even better?
Not only do I think that growth is the most underreported story, it's all happened despite all of the...
Cut the tape. Cut the tape. Cut the damn tape. Cut the damn tape, man. I done start lagging anyway. It is what it is. But listen, chat. Y'all see this shit Sia just did? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? If you got a problem with a caller, just swipe up on the live, come back. You know what I'm saying? When it's a different time, a better time. Or call in, debate. You know, like shit. You was going back and forth with a person. That's clear. That's why I tell the callers when you call in, don't be reading the chat and shit too. That's why I say don't read the chat. Because it just helps the show flow better. But it is. It was Christmas. So what? So, long story short, you're going back and forth with a caller while you're in the chat. The caller's going to win every time because they're talking and you're typing. That's why I said, hey, I put up the phone number. Not only did I put up the phone number, you've called before. You got the phone number. You're in the Discord. You know what I'm saying? I put the phone number up and open up the floor to you to call. You can say, hey, she's a bigot. She doesn't know what she's talking about. It's about this. It's about that. But instead, it's, I'm leaving. Take care. I'm done with this community and I'm unsubbing. I've been dealing with this shit since I first came on YouTube. You're not the first. You're not going to be the last, nigga. It is what it is. We had a good run. I fucked with you, Sid. I really did. But it is what it is. Now I'm in the Discord right now hunting for your name. Because if you gonna throw that fit, do all this unsubbing, I don't need you lurking around my Discord. So now I'm in the Discord hunting for your damn name. Like I'm outside with it. Let's see. It's crazy. This shit crazy, Chad. You know, sometimes you just gotta go through some shit. You know, it ain't nothing personal. It ain't nothing personal. My 401k has never been better. Gas prices low. What's wrong with what he's doing? I'm in politics. You talking about the deadly stabbing? Crazy. Yeah, he left the Discord. That's cool. It is what it is. This shit ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? This shit is not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a little tough skin. You know what I'm saying? To come over here. Sometimes a motherfucker might push your button. That's what happens, you know. I get over here every day and cut my camera on. And motherfuckers push my buttons, you know. I get it though. You do not have to subject yourself to this shit. You can take a break. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. If you even at least be interested in this channel right here, the algorithm gonna push it in your face. So you gonna have to block me or get on a different account. Cause they gonna push these lives in your face, nigga. Straight up. What's up, Core World? Fred, you said what happened, Corey World? Sid threw a fit and said he was leaving because of what Shell called in and said today. Shell called in and, you know, had her take on a few things, and her and Sid went back and forth. And he unsubscribed, man.
XX.
What's going on, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Look, it's XX. Chat. I thought I'd call in just to, you know, break some ice a little bit. You know, the last caller or whatever, you know, she had strong opinions against Muslims. And that's not entirely wrong. It's not entirely truthful either. There's nuance in all religions, per se. Like, say, for instance, if you're going to take Christianity from, like, 600 years after, 300 years after the Catholic Church was formed, they took a dead pope, put him on trial, and freaking a bishop hide underneath his robes, yell out his answers, yell stuff like, I'm sinful, and they took his body and they threw it into the fucking river. This is Christians. But what Christians have done over the years is they've reformed, they've changed, they've done stuff like that. They haven't been using their religion to justify murder. But what has happened over the last 25, no, it's probably been about 30, 35 years. The first bombing of the and then we actually had the Twin Towers freaking attacked. That's a long time ago, yes, whatever. But ever since then, you know, there's been a whole bunch of xenophobia towards Muslims. That's granted, you know, we did fight a war against freaking a radical Islamic group. So we understand that. We understand radical Islam a lot more than we do regular Islam. And that's what a lot of our thoughts, our opinions are formed on, are these extreme broad, not broad, but extreme sects of Muslims coming across the ocean to kill us, to attack us. We just had a recent, well, we didn't. Australia just had a recent one attacking Jews. There was another one, I can't remember where exactly. I think it was in the UK just recently, basically almost the same day as the Australia shooting, and that was religiously based. That wasn't to say that it was correctly religiously based. I'm not the one who, I'm not a prophet. I'm not a prophet. A monk, or I can't think, a priest. Let's go with that. I'm not a priest in the Muslim religion or Islamic religion, so I can't speak to say, hey, you're interpreting this verse right here wrong. But what we can say is the verses they do say to us and how they read it to us, and for us to actually, instead of just, how do I put it? It's not outright racism. We don't want to be racist. We don't want to. But when somebody says something, you believe them. Judge somebody off of opinion, off of what somebody told you freaking 20, 30 years ago about what these people were doing over here or whatever. That's neither here nor there. I could tell you what freaking my family did fucking 40 years ago. That was before me. I can only participate what's happening with me in my life. So with that being said, we do have certain sects of Muslims actually interpreting Islam to be very radical. And these are very loud, just like, the LGBTQ. They're a very small sect of, the overall broad liberal movement, but they are so loud, we cannot do anything but to address them and speak to them because they are speaking to us. So what we say, that they want to come over and kill us, well, we have, just recently there was a girl R-worded by a Muslim over in the UK, and then another man found her, and he was a Muslim also. He took her into a cemetery and did the same exact thing to her, told her, this is what you get for being white, this is what you guys get, we're just going to come take and do a lot of that stuff. Do I walk up to every Muslim, be like, hey, you guys, that's your opinion, that's what you guys think of us? No, but I'm not going to, take somebody who hangs around with that dude and not be like, hey, what's going on here? You hang out with this guy and you haven't said anything, you haven't made any words, or you haven't gone out of your way to liberalize your and state how it's your religion. So that's probably a bad way of putting that. Not how you practice your religion, but how you are as a person. We can't. All we have is
basically you hanging around some wild boys. You saying that you hanging around some wild boys. It would kind of be like, you know what I'm saying, say you instead of it being a religion, let's just say it was all a group, a sect, a gang, or whatever, and everybody has a common everybody has a common ideology, but one of the gang members is into some wild shit. There's some shit that shouldn't be going on, and you just kind of turn a blind eye to it and let them keep doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you just turn a blind eye to it. Over there in the Middle East, they don't view rape the same way we do. Pretty much anytime a woman's by themselves, it was pretty much it's not considered that.
Right,
and,
it's free game.
If you hang around with people, yeah. If you hang around with
that's
people,
why I Show Speed.
I can't.
I Show Speed had got canceled, or he had got banned one time because he had asked that girl like, hey, if we were the last two people on Earth, then would you give me some? And she was like, no. And he was like, shit, who's gonna stop me? You know what I'm saying? It's one of those situations.
Yeah, exactly. That's yeah. When you hang around those people, you can't say you're not like those people. When you don't go out of your way to be like, hey, you're saying this is you're okay. Let's just do. I'm going to use the Christian as an example. You're going out around using Jesus to conquer and to enslave people into your religion, and that's an improper interpretation of the Christian religion. But we don't have large Muslims going out there and saying, hey, that's an improper interpretation. So what a lot of Christians do is they just turn to it and say, this is proper. This is a proper interpretation of Islam. And I honestly cannot say it's an improper interpretation of Islam because I'm not Islam, and there isn't a whole bunch of people out there making it clear that's not what they believe, that's not what they do.
Okay.
But it's not to the point where it's overall become a movement of Islam is a movement of peace. It's the main. It's like trying to go out there and saying if you're anti-LGBTQ at the moment, or if you're anti anything to do with trans, if you misgender somebody, you're transphobic, you're homophobic, you're all this shit, and it's not the case. There's so much nuance in everything, and you just need to take people's opinions, and they can't just take a single sentence or a single phrase and run with it. You have to actually get to know somebody. You have to understand them and understand their points, and that's kind of where I think Sid got a little flustered. Is he just seeing, hey, there's this girl out there saying, hey, this is a religion of hate. This is religion of this, and well, it's not an improper interpretation because there hasn't been a proper interpretation of Muslims or Islam in the American culture other than what has been broadcast to us by terrorists.
Okay.
You kind of have to deal with if we had a whole bunch of Christians going out there and burning witches at the stake, and we still hung around with them in the church, and we didn't say anything, we didn't do anything, and we start to look like shit, just like.
Or burn their crosses in the front yard.
Like what's that?
I said, or burning crosses in the front yard.
Yeah, exactly, fucking exactly. But yeah, you get what I'm saying for the most part, and I just wanted to throw out there's nuance to everything, and it's not like as an American people, I'm a white guy. If you can't, it's not we as Americans or we as the white people hate fucking anybody who isn't a white Christian male. That's not the case. When there's nuance to everything, when you can read a single verse from a abstract of a Bible or of the Bible or the Quran and get something very vile or read a larger section and get something a little less vile unless you read a certain section which people are taking out of context and running with. So okay. I just wanted to come and clear the air a little bit, and that's all I really got for your plug.
All right, man. I appreciate you for calling in. I hope you subscribe. Give us a call back.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Gardner, what it do? Welcome in. Somebody just called. Let me call them back. What's going on, caller?
Plug?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey,
This Carlos.
It's me, Sid Plug. I just called to I wanted to apologize to you, man. I got really, really upset. So first, apologize to the chat and to you. Yes, I know that, we are, supposed to discuss everything, but just that caller, man, grinded my gear, man. Imagine if I called in and nitpicking the Bible. I started showing you all the violence in the Bible, and then I tell you, all Christians are like this.
But see, we have those kind of callers. We have those callers a lot, though. No, but we do have those callers a lot.
I know. Yeah, but again, that should not that should not be okay in my opinion. You can criticize the religion, but in order you're saying you're gonna call and say entire nation of religion is evil. First of all, a lot of people don't even read the Quran. They take it out of context. Okay, they get their verses from Fox News. Okay, because they want to use those, fear justify, invasion, go take
I'm
their
telling
oil.
you, see,
Say
the
Muslim bad,
the,
Muslim
the, the
evil.
black nationalist community comes at me all the time on here. Well, I can't think of the exact verse, but what is it? Slaves obey your masters. That's the verse. They come at me all the time for that. They get on my ass in here about that verse. So that's why I was a little. I appreciate your apology,
Yes.
but that's why it's a little crazy because I'm like,
And
people
I
come at.
apologize. Nothing to do with you, bro. Like, you and I go back. I love your streaming. I love your community. I just got upset. I was like, okay, forget everything. Boom, boom, boom. And I got really, really upset. Like, I don't mind, like, differences in politics. We can debate all day, no problem, respectfully, right? But just to come on somebody's, channel and then just to bash entire religion. You don't even take consideration. Some of the audience members may be of that religion. Be careful what you say, because I will tell you, I know the religion more than that caller. I studied it. Those verses are out of context. They're about war. Okay? The Quraysh was oppressing the Muslims, taking their property, their land. Remember who saved them? The Christians in Abnesia, Ethiopia modern day. They went there. Okay? These polytheists went after them. They forced those, bro. So it's about those people. You know what Allah says in the Quran in 2nd chapter, people like to quote? Go look at the verse called From the Throne. Look what he says right after that verse. There is no compulsion in religion. Zero compulsion. You think that suicide bombing is okay? Even taking your own life is forbidden in the Quran. It means he's never going to forgive you unless you have some mental issue, right? Then he will, different case with that. It's just a different word for, I just don't like people that just come, bro, and just bash. They grind, because what they're doing is spreading fear. They're doing the politicians' jobs, okay? Trump might say something, they repeat that. It's fear and it's hateful. I don't like ignorance, bro. Okay, I can debate everything else. But the moment you start labeling people, this, that, even homosexuals, I fight for them online, bro. They have the right to live, to do whatever they want to do. It's your life, do you. I just don't like when people come and just label. Because what they're doing is they're just enticing fear. They're just spreading hate. Every time a Muslim commits a crime, Muslims are human beings. Nobody's perfect. We suck. Some of us suck. Some of us are terrible human beings. We don't even follow the Quran. We kill innocent people. We blow up cars. You think that's Islam? That's not Islam. It's forbidden to do that. You can't even cut trees during the wars, by the way, plug. There's a whole, engagement of war, okay? Don't touch the older people. Don't touch the children, okay? Don't burn down the trees. Don't take people's property. If they surrender, accept their surrender. If they drop their sword, wait for them to pick it up. Whole thing, and people don't know. So I get so upset because they're using whatever they learned from Fox News and coming here to repeat that same hate cycle, like that Tom guy from the UK. Hateful. I don't like hateful people. That's why I get upset. You can debate with me about anything. You want to debate the Quran, no problem. Do it respectfully. But don't come on somebody's channel labeling entire billions of people as evil. The book is evil. Listen, I love Christ. He's in the Quran too. God talks about him. He's in paradise. That's what Allah told me in the Quran. He's in paradise. I took him up to myself. But nobody wants to criticize the Jews that say he's in hell, burning. Okay, double standards, brother. So this negative stigma against Muslims, man, I started in 9/11, bro. And it's just been pushed by the Zionists. Muslim evil, Muslim fear, Muslim, they're going to bring Sharia Allah. What are you talking about, bro? Seriously study the Quran, you will see the light in it. You're going to be like, this book is not what they talk about at all. And same thing with the Bible too. Read it. It's a good book as well. They're all from God. All these books are from God. We all have our own journey way to get there. Some of my best friends are Christians. What's the Merry Christmas? I don't mind saying that. Some Muslims might not want to say that. I respect. Some Jews don't say that. I respect that. Sorry, man. I just wanted to apologize for the community. Has been amazing to me. I have nothing against anybody. We debate. We make fun of each other. It's just that caller just triggered me, bro. I just wanted to call and apologize. And no, you would never lose my sub. Sorry that I just had a lot of that of, I got it grinded my gear, bro. That's why. So I just wanted to apologize to you and, for being so rash. Nothing to do with you. I know you give everybody a platform. Just that lady something inside me just went numb, man, when I heard her speaking.
I get it, Sid. It could be like that, man. We had these topics, man. I do appreciate you calling in and apologizing. It's like that, man. It's certain topics just touch people different ways, and especially at different times. I can understand. You know, every time you flip on the news, it's another story about, you know, a specific group of people, whether it's the Muslims, whether it's the Somalians, whether it's the Haitians, whether it's, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty much everybody. Has something going on right now. Like, I feel the same way. Cut on the news.
Totally, bro. And bro, like
black guy does
another
this.
thing with the Muslim, bro. Every time a Muslim does something bad, terrorism.
Yeah.
Okay, a white boy shoots school, all mentally deranged. Like, the media plays with the narratives. A terrorist is a terrorist, man. Anybody going to a school shooting children is a terrorist. How come you don't call them that? You just look for the name. Oh, he's Muslim. Okay, this must be terrorism. I don't get it, man. And I think this whole thing is to do with Zionism. To take that entire land, so they will make everybody in the world the best they could with their campaigns to make you fear Islam. And you have to ask yourself why. Why? Because of the land, brother. They're evil, so you don't look at them as a human. So when they do whatever they have to do, Israel, whatever they're going to do, you don't look at it as a human being. You know, children die, you don't care. All those children are monsters. Like they said, okay? They have it in their book. Amalek means
every book got some damn if you look at all the books, it's something you can pick and point out. It's like you got the Quran. We talking about that, what y'all got going on, you know,